What's going on, guys? blinkFRO here, and today I'm bringing you a special little video. Since today is the NBA All-Star Game, I'm bringing you the NBA All-Star Game and NBA 2K12. These are, I guess, the highlights of the entire game. Actually, it's the full game, just cut down into highlights. But I decided to go as the Western Conference because the New Orleans Hornets, who are my favorite team, if you guys didn't know by now, are in the Western Conference. So that pretty much makes them my favorite team by default. A lot of people are saying I should rep the East since I am from New Jersey, but I always like the West better anyways. And I'm glad I picked the West because it's basically Lob City. You got Blake Griffin on the team, who honestly, I think he might take the MVP this year. If the fans vote, which I'm pretty sure the fans do vote, I'm pretty sure, I just said I'm pretty sure like 30 times, Blake Griffin will take the MVP because he's just a really exciting player. Even though I don't fully agree with it, this might offend a lot of people, but I still think Blake Griffin's a little overrated. Don't get me wrong, he's a really electrifying, exciting player. But all he can do is dunk and rebound. He's good in the post, but until he develops a jump shot, you know, I'm still going to consider him overrated. Once he gets that jump shot down, though, he's going to be like one of the best, if not best, power forward in the league. Once he gets that jump shot down. But the West, it's going to be interesting for the West because if you guys know the Eastern Conference, their small forward and their power forward, both positions are a small forward in Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. I forget who is playing power forward. So it's going to be a little tough for the Western Conference. Did I say Western before? It's going to be tough for the Western Conference because if Blake Griffin plays power forward, it's going to be interesting to see if he can keep up with LeBron James or Carmelo Anthony. And even if they put in the reserves like LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Love, if they can keep up with LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. Because I was having a little bit of difficulty in this game. It was really tough defending LeBron with Kevin Love and with Blake Griffin because they're definitely a lot slower in the game. But I don't know. I think the West can come away and win the game. That's my prediction. The West, I think, have a more talented squad. I mean, sure, you have LeBron James. Sure, you have Dwayne Wade. And Darren Williams, you have Derrick Rose, some of the most talented players in the game. But the Western Conference, I think the Western Conference have a lot more up-and-coming stars. Or not so much up-and-coming, but like underrated players. LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Love. I mean, Kevin Love's not underrated anymore, but you still don't hear about him enough. I think that's because he plays for Minnesota. And it's not a big market team. But look at that dunk by Blake Griffin. This was just happening all game long. Blake Griffin's just nasty in this game and in real life. But the Western Conference, they got Chris Paul, who I still believe is the best, if not one of the best point guards in the league. My favorite pass-first point guard in the league. It's hard to compare him with Derrick Rose, with Russell Westbrook, because they play so much differently than Chris Paul does. Chris Paul is more of a pass-first guy, especially on the Clippers now. All he does is just throw alley-oops to Blake Griffin. I kind of miss it. I miss Chris Paul being in New Orleans. He used to throw alley-oops to Tyson Chandler, Emeka Okafor. But whatever, enough about Chris Paul. The Western Conference, they're going to take it. I know I said that 30 billion times. But my nominees for MVP, I know I mentioned this earlier. If Blake Griffin doesn't win it, it's going to be, well, besides Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant. I think he has a strong case. LeBron James, obviously, because he's LeBron James. And Dwight Howard. Those are my 4 players who I think might win MVP. Let me know who you guys think might take MVP since it is before the end of the game. I mean, it is before the game starts, so we can all make our predictions now. But yeah, once again, another alley-oop there by Blake Griffin. I'm actually really excited to watch the All-Star game. I know the players don't play very much defense, which should be a good thing this year. I like when players like Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, they do the off-the-backboard alley-oops to themselves. I swear, like, there's always at least one of them a year, and I love it. But you're going to see here, and closely under the third, I'm only down by 3 points. I was struggling this game. Kevin Durant's going to go ahead and cut it to 1 there. I figure I might as well just talk about the game there. Dwayne Wade, I don't know, like, Andrew Bynum froze when that happened, and Dwayne Wade gets the and 1 there. Call a timeout with 1.1 left in the game, and Steve Nash, he's going to go ahead and hit the buzzer beater. He's pumped up. Oh, and the thing about this is Rajon Rondo is not in the All-Star game in 2K12. I think it's Joe Johnson who got replaced, right? Joe Johnson for Rajon Rondo because Joe Johnson's injured. So Andre Iguodala, he's going to get a dunk there. We're down by 7. And we're fighting back. Kevin Love is a monster in this game too, rebounding. He can just put it right back in. And look at this block by Dwight Howard on LaMarcus Aldridge. I tried to get all the players involved. I think I had points with every single player except for Tony Parker. I forgot Tony Parker even made the squad. But it's hard to go against the East when you have Dwight Howard doing that all the time. Like, he just would have putback after putback after putback. I don't know what was going on. I think the East probably have a better rebounding squad purely because of Dwight Howard. And I think the East is a little more athletic than the West with LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Derrick Rose. But I don't know. Like, I think the West will take in real life. I said that like 30 times already. And here, you just can't stop Dwight Howard. And I'm down by 7 here. LeBron James, he's going to go ahead, put a nice floater in, bring him back up by 9. And then I tried to hit the three-pointer here with Kevin Durant. I missed it, and from that point on, I kind of thought that was the end. And right there, I get called for the foul there on LeBron James. And after that, I'm like, alright, I lost the game. I'm down by 9 here. Luol Deng misses the basket. LeBron James just rebounds it and puts it right back in. And I knew right then that I definitely lost. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to lose by 11 points. The East are going to come away with the win in the NBA 2K12 with me playing. But like I said, I think the West will take it in real life. And in the game, LeBron James was the MVP because the MVP is always or usually the player of the a player from the winning team. But I think in real life it could be a player from the losing team. Or yeah, of course. And you're gonna see the East completely dominated us in everything. LeBron James, like I said, had 32 points, 14 of 21 from the field. Dwight Howard had 14 points and 15 rebounds, which is just insane. Joe Johnson had 5 points. Like I said, he's not even in. They didn't even play Paul Pierce, which was kind of weird. And then you're going to see I had 26 points with Kevin Durant. He had like 18 just from the first quarter. Blake Griffin had 19 points. I had no one with double-digit rebounds. But that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and tune in next time.